Have you ever tried to create a Word document using PHPWord, only to find that adding a list is more complicated than it should be? If that sounds like you, stick around because today we are going to solve that problem together. I completely understand your frustration. You want to create a professional-looking document, but the list feature just isn't cooperating. You're definitely not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when working with PHPWord. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user recently asked, how can I add a list to a loaded template in PHPWord? They provided some code, but found that while they could create a list in a new document, they couldn't assign it to a specific value in their template. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's going wrong here? PHPWord has specific methods for handling lists, and when you're working with templates, it can get a bit tricky. We need to ensure that the list is properly created and then inserted into the template correctly. And don't go anywhere. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to add lists to your templates, but also some best practices to make your documents shine. To add a list to a loaded template in PHPWord, the user should first create the list items in a separate section. This is important because the template does not directly support adding complex objects like lists. Next, the user should ensure that the list items are added correctly. They can do this by using a loop to add multiple items to the section, which will help in managing the list more effectively. After creating the list, the user needs to set the value in the template. However, instead of directly assigning the section to a template variable, they should use the setValue method to insert a placeholder for the list. Finally, the user should save the document. This will include the list in the final output. It's important to ensure that the template is saved correctly to reflect the changes. Fun fact, did you know that the first version of PHP was released in 1995? It has come a long way since then, and so have libraries like PHPWord. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests that you cannot use a section object with the setValue method, as it requires a string. Instead, consider adding a specific function from a previous answer to the template.php file in the PHPWord directory to achieve your goal. Here's a pro tip. Always define your styles before using them. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line when working with templates in PHPWord. And there you have it. You should now be able to add lists to your PHPWord templates with ease. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button for more tips and tricks. And remember to keep experimenting with your code.